Hi everyone, welcome to Civil Learning Library for the topic Strength Calculation of Steel-Headed Stud Anchors. Next, shear capacity of single stud connector. Actually, there is two formula available in American code for calculating the capacity of single stud connector. Based on ASA journal, the formula is 0.5 ASA into FC dash W whole to the power 3 by 4 and it should be lesser than ASC FU. This is based on ASA journal. Based on American code ASC 36016, there is another formula given that 0.5 ASA into FC dash EC whole power 0.5 should be lesser than RG, RP, ASA, FU. Here Qn is nothing but the capacity of the single shear connector and FC dash is the compressive strength of the concrete and W is the density of the concrete and here A is the area of steel connector and FU is the minimum specified tensile strength of the connector. Coming to this formula, we know that same ASA is same area of stud connector, FC dash is compressive strength and EC is the modulus of elasticity of concrete. For EC, we have to use this formula to calculate the modulus of elasticity of concrete. From this, we can get EC value. So this is the two formula we can use it. Suppose if the values are not lesser than this value, then we have to use right side value for the capacity calculation. For finding out the value RG and RP, there is a condition given in the code. These values will vary based on the shear strength quantity, position and deck type, and it is given in some tabulated form also that is placed here. If there is no decking and the shear strengths are directly welded and concrete is poured, then we can take RGS1 and RPS 0.75. Next condition is decking oriented parallel to the steel I-beam. So if deck sheet is oriented parallel to our steel beam, then we have to find out the ratio of W by H. W is nothing but the average width of the concrete rib. Average width means this width we can take it. For example, if this is 50, then this top how much width we have to identify. This is 50, this is 100, then we have to add and get the average, then we will get 75. So this is the average width and height is nothing but the height of this rib. So this value is if it is greater than or equal to 1.5, then we can use RGS1 and RPS 0.75 and it is less than 1.5, we have to use RGS 0.95 and RPS 0.75. And same thing for the condition, the exit is oriented perpendicular to the our I-beam. And if it is oriented perpendicular and the number of shear studs per rib is 1, then we have to use this value. If it is 2, then we have to go with 0.85 and 0.6. If 3 or more, we have to go with 0.7 and 0.6. So this numbers is like this. Suppose we can weld only one, but sometimes it is required to based on the design. So based on that, we have to choose the values from here. And this 0.6 value we can increase to 0.75. Here there is a condition given. This value may be increased to 0.75 when E mid height is greater than 51 mm. This E mid height is nothing but the distance between the face of this shear connector to the face of this web. It is so it should be 51 or greater than at mid height of the rib. For example, the rib height is suppose 50 mm, then at 25 mm from bottom of this deck sheet, we have to see this distance. If we will get this edge distance as 50 mm or more, then we can change this value as 0.75. Otherwise, we have to keep it as 0.6. There is separate formula also given in code for the composite components like composite beams, columns, slabs. We can use these formulas to calculate the steel headed stud values. And the condition also they given that where concrete breakout strength in shear is not applicable to limit state, the design shear strength of one steel headed head is we can calculate based on this formula. QNV is equal to FUASA. FU is the minimum tensile strength of that particular stud connector. ASA is the area of the stud connector and we have to use this factor of safety. By B is 0.65 for LRFD and 2.31 for ASD. Coming to the tensile, there is some condition also available in code to use this formula. The condition is the distance from center of an anchor to a free edge of the concrete in the direction perpendicular to the height of the steel head studded anchor is greater than or equal to 1.5 times the height of the steel headed stud anchor. Also, the another condition is the center to center spacing of steel headed stud anchor is greater than or equal to the 3 times the height of the steel girded stud anchor. So if this condition is satisfied, then we can use these formulas to calculate the tensile strength of the steel girded stud anchor. Also, that H by D ratios condition also available in code. If there is only shear, then this ratio should be greater than 5. For tension category, this ratio should be greater than 8. For combined tension and shear, this H by D ratio should be greater than 8. H is nothing but the height of the shear stud from bottom to top of the stud gut. D is the diameter of the shear connector. Next is combined tensile and shear strength of steel girded stud in composite components. The formula is QRT by QCT power 5 by 3 plus QRV by QCV power 5 by 3 should be lesser than or equal to 1. QRT is record tensile strength and this QRV is record shear strength. QCT we already shown the formula in earlier slide, that is nothing but by T into QNT. QNT we know that FU into ASA, by T is factor of safety. Same for QCV, the formula is by V into QNV. QNV is nothing but FU into ASA and by V is the factor of safety for shear. So for LRFD method, the resistance factor is 0.75 for tension and 0.65 for shear. Same thing if you are coming to ASD method, the safety factor value is 2 for tension and 2.31 for shear. So this QNT and QNV, we can use the same formula which is shown in earlier slide. Thank you for watching the presentation. Please support for more videos.